I've been given the chance to present some of my art pieces in an art show. London's an exhausting place. I am pretty tired. That was the most fun networking event I've ever been to. The day has finally come, ladies and gentlemen! I've been sent an opportunity from the heavens to present some art pieces in an art show in London. What? If you don't know me, I am part of the Victoria clan who makes art and really didn't expect this to happen to me. I've been given the chance to present some of my art pieces in a show created by Meter Squared paired with Candler Creative, which is a group I'm part of, and it's going to be like a whole networking creative event slash art show. This is going to be the first time ever that I've presented art pieces to human beings in real life. This is a pretty big deal. This is like a huge milestone for me. Even if it's like a tiny event, it's still a pretty big deal for my little heart. So that's why I'm documenting this event, because I mean the process is pretty interesting, seeing how it's actually done. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm planning something out and I felt, well, why not recording it? It might bring you comfort for someone who is trying to do the same thing and don't even know what to do. I don't know either. So the question is really, what does one do first for this kind of thing? First of all, I badly need a haircut. This is growing out kind of weirdly, so I need to get that out of the way. But really, in general, we've got to pick out the art that we actually want to bring. See what people could potentially like and maybe want to buy. Right. Well, let's get cracking. I target the best lighted wall in my bedroom, which is above my computer, so I cleared the scene away and got distracted spring cleaning to have a nice setup. Melanie is on the scene, guys. Have her gorgeously presented on that wall. I'm not going to use my phone pictures, the quality would be absolutely shite, but this is to represent the camera that I'm currently using to record myself. I can't actually take a picture and record myself when they're both on the same camera. It's just to show you what I'm doing. In case you don't know about blue tack, here is an in-depth demonstration of placing each blue blob on the edges, hoping it won't strip the wall paint or damage the paper. And yeah, repeating the process like Melanie, but with Brad Pitt, who I didn't bring in the end, but at least he got a free photo shoot. And yep, you guessed it, gotta repeat for the nice little acrylic pieces I'm proud of. When I tell you I struggled with what pieces to choose for the show, it was tough. I was listening to the same sassy song on repeat and clearly got into it whilst prepping. Dancing is definitely an underrated way to show off your art. It's like a 2-in-1 package of creativity. Attempted to blue tack a solid canvas to a wall was just not happening, so I played it safe, putting it on the existent nail on the wall and dangerously stood on a swivel chair. Standing on a swivel chair is very scary in mine, but it's actually not bad if you've got balance. Do not recommend doing it at home though. Don't take that advice. You heard the lady. Even if the chair is from IKEA, do not trust ever. I feel like a proud mama taking pictures of their kids' first day at school. This one I'm not really sure because it's not a face, so people maybe be more likely to buy it. But like, it doesn't really represent my style. I guess a lot of stuff I'm gonna show is experimental anyway, so this is a maybe. It's in the maybe pile. Since you need to bring a signage to these kinds of events, I've just designed one right now. I've even made my own personal logo here, and so far I've just added my socials and my name. However, I think I want to edit it a little bit just to add my bio, like to be like, who am I, yada yada, like very small stuff. I'll put a screen recording up so you can see it in better quality, because with the camera recording a computer screen it's going to be like I want to try and make some alterations, but ultimately this is kind of the signage I'm going to go for at the event. Unlike the big canvases that can hang on the wall with a nail, these flat pieces need some extra support, so I needed to get some frames that were their size that would hopefully tailor to the correct size, which is tough as these sizes tend to be irregular, where often I need to trim a part of the frame or the art itself, which obviously I kinda would rather avoid doing, you know? I came back from shopping with bubble wrap that will be useful for transport if anything got sold. Dali and his fabulous stash is here as a last minute decision. We can see the frame fits okay, it just required a bit of trimming, which it has the space for. Unfortunately not for Melanie, as I used more space on that paper, so any trims would affect the art itself, so she needed a new frame unfortunately. The smaller pieces were just fine, the borders weren't going to be exact, but I could work with it.
frames are expensive, so working with what we can with budget frames is how it's gonna be.
Narrowing down the art is like probably the most difficult bit. I'm proud of a lot of things. I also want to show a variety of what I can do. It is now one day till I take this stuff up to London, and a lot has happened that I haven't captured on camera. But first things first, look at my hair. Brand new look, feeling fresh and funky. So let me just show you what's been going on. Here's sort of like a vague pricing thing I'm choosing to do. I feel so guilty. Like, this feels expensive to me, but I guess it depends how much you value your work and how much your materials and all that and blah 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 hours put into it. For someone of my level and also someone who's not really known, this doesn't seem half bad. This is kind of what I've stuck with at the moment. It may change. I've also gotten my business cards. I'm yet to see what they look like in person, and I'm gonna open them up and hope they turned out okay. I also printed out this poster to put at the front of my thing. It's been laminated. I also got these big ones. That's for the massive acrylic paintings. These are for the tiny frames. I also got a brand new frame here for little old Melanie. That's a little bit bigger, and it's not actually a frame, it's just a glass. You're coming with me, man. Hopefully it'll fit this time. So these have already been framed by my dear father, and they're looking pretty cool. And these are gonna go in the tiny folder. These two clacking all together, that's not great. It's gonna potentially damage them. So this is for protection, and also in case someone wants to buy something and I can wrap them up for them. That was a lot of talking at once. Now I'm gonna unboxing my business cards and see how they turned out. And it's gonna be busy. I'm actually thinking of bringing my iPad, because if I'm gonna be sat there talking to people and stuff, I heard there's live drawing happening, so I could be live drawing with my iPad, just have it out there, or bring some pen and paper and do some drawing in person. I'm only limited to 5 paintings, but who says I can't bring 10? Oh, okay, that's a bit crazy. So I'm gonna sit down and open these up now. Open me and see what's inside. I'm hoping it's business cards. Oh my god, okay. Oh, they gave me a little Christmas card. Cute. Oh, this looks so professional. Yo. Oh my god, look at that. You'll see that in the initial design I showed you, this shoe wasn't there, it was a paintbrush. But that's because I changed the website I was using it on. I used a banana print company instead. It didn't come with paintbrush, it came with heel. So I was like, model, artist, heel. Oh, this is getting all too real. Oh, this feels nice. This feels nice. Nothing on the back. I love it. Tomorrow isn't the actual event, by the way. Tomorrow is just bringing my stuff into London and getting things set up. So tomorrow I'm gonna bring my camera along and do a little bit of vlogging, showing up the setting up and stuff. And I think that's it for now. Oh boy. Good morning, everyone. Today is the trip to London day. We're gonna be dropping off these little babies. I am pretty tired because these next 2 days I'm gonna be working, and I start work at 3 AM. So it's gonna be a very tiresome day. I'm gonna try and nap on the train because I'm gonna have assistance from my mum to help drop these off in London, because imagine going on the tubes with these by yourself. It's a lot trickier to deal with on your own, and hopefully it'll be okay. We're gonna get through this. A nap on the train and just get on with it. You have to hustle. You have to hustle for this stuff. I'll see you there. My children managed to take up 2 whole seats on the train into London and managed the tubes okay, arriving into West Kensington, where we went to check out the place and see how the artist's work was going to be assembled. It was still in early stages, but this venue's interior design alone shows the vibes already. My art faced a process of elimination to be able to fit a certain amount onto the destined wall area as the display. Harry, Bowie and Janae made the cut, and the rest had to come home again. Aww. I'm back home now, and boy is it chilly. and also very tiring. I got back at like 7 p.m. Honestly, every time I've been to London for modelling, I've come back extremely late, so that's not surprising at all. London's an exhausting place. So as you can see from the footage, I looked around at the event, pretty much the space where the art stuff was gonna be. I stayed there for like a certain amount of time to see how they were planning on putting the portraits up and stuff, and I think I set my expectations a little too high. They needed space for lots of artists, and this isn't like your typical art gallery type of thing, so it was really limited space. All the effort for each portrait and frame and stuff, they could only like pick maximum 3 things out of the 6 I brought. They almost chose 2, but I managed to sneak in another one. I brought back big folder because that one's the trickiest to bring back. We didn't get our own tables or anything. It's really literally just our artwork on the wall and then our plaque name with a little QR code, and that's our space, you know? So I kind of feel like I've got a bit overboard right now. I did get the business cards and stuff, so I guess I'll have to have that on my human self. Damn, I feel kind of not disappointing, I guess kind of a little bit underwhelming, I suppose. Anyway, it's still something, Even if nothing gets sold, my work is being presented and I'm meeting other artists, and that's the best part of it. That's pretty much the point of it. I hardly know anyone in the art community in London or anything. It's a chance to put my name out there, to see their names and be like, I love you. So now I need to plan out an outfit, plan my bag, plan the trains. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring my iPad in the end because I'm pretty much gonna be standing talking to people. Well guys, it's gonna be a busy event tomorrow. I'll see you then.
Bye! Today is the day where all the hard work would finally come to fruition. Here's how my display looked with the 3 paintings alongside my details. The main room had a cozy ambience feeling to it, whilst the secret bookshelf room was a brighter display where you could see people's work more in an enclosed space. This room is where I hung out the most, as it was kind of like a social rest area, as the speeches or performances were in the other room, although I probably should have hung around my display more frequently. Also, the way people displayed their details felt much more professional in comparison, but it was helpful noting for next time. It felt awesome meeting really cool people and learning their different styles and journeys. It really brought me out my shell to connect with others. You really take in all kinds of mediums people are capable of using to create their work, with like fashion designers, painters, and even a designer who was doing live 3D printing, which is wild to see in person. We even got this live mural dedicated to Palestine by this artist called Shiza. I unexpectedly became a life model too, alongside artist Saidet, wearing designs by Malcor, and this is the first time anyone has drawn me, so this was incredible seeing everyone's perspectives with their own spin on what they see. Also drawing from life because it's hard. My incredible friend Sony surprised me with his beautiful presence, which I was extremely grateful for his support. An artist I befriended called EJ selflessly brought art equipment for everyone to take part in some live drawing, which felt super freeing, just drawing without expectations for once, and it was super fun. The cool plant display was clearly everyone's inspiration.
These were done live today by some artists, some who are just guests. I did this one today, and it's crazy how talented people are. These flowers are amazingly done because it's done by that artist with the flowers. She's a natural. She just squiggles it, and then there you go. These are awesome.
You can imagine that.
Yeah, like just a long.
When my friend from home came, I decided to draw her from life, which felt super tricky as I'm not accustomed to doing that, and I kind of get worried about doing these things, as if the outcome is poor then that's how people will perceive my work. But I got a lot of compliments on it and my friend really liked it, although I struggled to get it accurate, felt a little bit insecure about it, something I'll need to work on, which ties well with the creative's mental health speech, which really helped our mindsets. Once again, out of nowhere, I was given the opportunity to model for another fashion designer called Delphine, who brought this gorgeous purple two-piece for a photo shoot, and a massive honour of course. This makeshift photo shoot area was upstairs from the main event and had pretty groovy vibes from everyone. Like, I'm just in love with these lights. Can you tell? And Sony was perfecting capturing behind the scenes content too. The shots captured were amazing and I'm glad I was able to express both the artist and model on this day. This made a pretty cool end to the night. I grabbed my art bits and set off early back home to my toasty bed.
Hello, I'm back home now. Oh, what a day. I couldn't stay for the whole event. Girl, gotta get the train back home in time. I'm very tired. I just got my makeup off. That was such an incredible event. In most recent times, that was the most fun networking event I've ever been to. Felt like such a better comfort space. That's probably because Dan, who hosted the event, invited such warm loving energy people into the space, and everyone was very uplifting. I felt so inspired this day and with such an urge to just keep making stuff, and I've come out of it feeling very fulfilled. I recommend going to one of Dan's events if you're based in London or you're abroad and want to come into London. Creative event related, do it because it's such an incredible environment. It feels very lovely. I'm glad I started at this event compared to maybe a gallery that's more sophisticated, respected. There's very much more standards with the way they present their art. This was a very free open space where all types of art was accepted. This has inspired me to want to go to more things. Bring a sketch pad with me everywhere. I didn't expect to speak to so many people. I think it's time to rest. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a blast. I had a great time filming. Everyone was very supportive and helped me out as well, and also just documenting each process of it. I'm very happy to be surrounded by these new people that I've met. Love you guys. I do art videos on this channel, so if you want to check them out, make sure to subscribe and check out my previous art video. Thank you for having me at this event, guys, and thank you for watching this journey. I hope it's been inspiring to you and comforting. Ciao Ella. Mwah.